Well, there's a real sense of excitement in the air here at Eungella Dam west of Mackay as we go into round 2 of AFC Series 14. Round 1 yesterday was extremely exciting. Team Hobie ended up winning in terms of overall length, but Team BCF actually had the biggest fish for the day. So there's only 1 point separating them going into round 2. It's really anybody's championship at this stage. I think both teams learnt a lot yesterday about the patterns of these sooty grunter, which have definitely changed since last year. It's a little bit warmer today, and will that big silverfish, the barramundi, come into play? Only time will tell.
We're fishing against the best out there. Someone's going to win, someone's going to lose.
Everybody wants to win, you know. It's not that you want to see someone lose, you want to win.
They're the best at what they do and you want to beat the best. Oh yes.
That is what fishing's all about.
We did have a tough day yesterday, but I think we stumbled across something good, but at the wrong time of the day, then that's where we're going to start.
And there's heaps of birds on a tree they're going to over there.
Stinks good.
Let's do it, bro.
Come on the wrong side of a tree, quick, drive me.
Yep, got it.
Quick, quick. Right up, turn it off. Take me like over there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Straight to the tree, straight to the tree. Right up, move up. What are you doing? Stop, 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 stop driving. So angry. This won't come in.
Yeah.
I ate that thing.
Well done, man.
It's a beast. Jeez, he choked it.
That was hectic. Oh, man.
Look at that thing. My lure is in there. He's not even 50.
49.
49.
Nice fish, mate.
Look at that thing. Oh. Whew. Number 1. Well, a couple of things that happened to Liam yesterday. He caught a big fish and then didn't retie, so I'm just going to retie because this is heavy line, but he had me around that tree and there's a little nick on it and it just breaks just above the lure. And because he had it so deep, I bent the hooks trying to get it out, so. Yep.
Nice.
Oh, fell off.
I'll sort that out. You're hot. You keep fishing.
Thanks, mate.
39, Dean.
Cool.
Off he goes.
Yep. Man, that was so fast. I clicked into gear and my line actually roosted out of the tree.
Wow.
That's amazing. Oh, stay in the water.
Not a bad one.
It's not bad. Not as big as we want, but. Throw him out.
Yeah.
The way they flop and change.
Get back out there, bro.
Thanks, mate.
So what we've done here, it's really important when you're fishing a teams event is if your partners are, you're not fishing against each other. So while he's doing his thing, you do the logistics. 44, Dean.
Sweet.
Sooty. Sooty. Sooty.
One more.
He says one more. I'll get in the water in a second, do it. I'll leave the clipboard out.
reckon we could go to top water and barra.
Oh, look at how fat it is. It's not long.
That's the Mark Crompton of the sooty department. Sorry, Cromo. Yes!
Yeah, buddy.
That's 4! Because it's early and the fish are active and everything, I'm sort of preying on their instincts to eat stuff straight away. And so I've got a lure that actually designed the colour and everything for bass. These guys eat bony brim and that sort of stuff, and it has a silver flash that they like, but the light's very subtle. But these creamy colours and the bars actually glow, so it really gets their attention, and as you can see at the moment, it's working. Right, so look at that thing. He's just been feeding all night. So fat.
Well, Team BCF came straight back to that cormorant rookery area where they found fish yesterday, and they've smashed it. They've got 4 lovely fish already, and we're only 20 minutes, half an hour into the competition. It's looking like a really good day for them.
We need to get rid of that 30-something fish. We're going right up where Liam's first sooty come from.
So Team Hobie have come here to the beginning of the river arm at the start of round 2. They've got 2 fish already, but one of them's not real big.
He's going to sit there at rounded up to 32. Yep. Number 2. Not what you want. That is what I think. Hopefully sometimes you get the smaller fish out of the way. Sometimes then the bigger fish will play. Come on. Let's pepper up. Yep. Yeah, I just think this to the bottom. That bird's nest, see the one just on the left hand side of the river? Okay, kill it there. I think we've got to run and gun a little bit. I honestly think that the tree you got that on was one of these ones over here. We've definitely found that trees that are just coming up by themselves don't tend to hold as good a fish, even if they do have birds in them. You need to have that fork there. The fish must rest in the centre of the fork. It's a little bit more comfortable. This is very quiet. This is not...
I can go.
Reckon go?
This feels fished.
Okay.
Team Hobie are doing a bit of running and gunning this morning, but they're looking for those patches where the birds are nesting here in the river arm. So they've made a short move. We'll follow them and see how they go.
Okay.
That's where we needed to chuck a crab.
Yep.
Knew he was there, I knew it. The circle work. Little one.
Knew he was in there. See if he's got a mate.
Little one. We're starting to, look how deep he's got that down. There's no two ways about this. These fish are not, they're not nipping at it. They are 100% just aggressive little feeders. That's only small, but little footy, little football. 41. Yeah, oh yes.
He's got me in timber.
Hey?
He's got me.
Got ya? You want to go over?
Yes, yes, yes.
Bugger.
Damn it. That was good fish too.
Oh. There he goes. Log. I'm going to go up to 10 pound.
Mark.
Hey?
Mark. Timber everywhere down there. Doesn't feel big, but he wants to stay deep.
Nice fish. Okay, that's a bag.
Had to work for that.
Not even that big a fish, but geez, had to work for that.
He's a nice long fish, look at that. Longer than what he is deep.
Good.
He's got a flat tail, he's one of those others, I think. That was another bit of action on the boat. Everything was going wrong. Fish was going around the timber. That's how we love it.
So Team Hobie have come here to the eastern side of the basin where they caught fish in round 1, and straight away they've found action. Got a couple of fish, but they've also both been destroyed by really big fish. They're re-rigging at the moment and regrouping.
We fished here yesterday and got our second, and not far from here, third, fourth, and one upgrade. We just come to this spot within the first few casts. We got a bust off each. We just managed to land one. Now it's upgrade time.
Yeah, that's it.
We're happy, we're pumped now. Time to get serious.
It started yesterday, you know, confidence factor, a firm belief, especially a firm belief of mine, and a lot of tournament anglers, sometimes you've got to go light to get the bite. And, you know, it's all about getting that hit and finding those fish, and the confidence that you're light enough for them to hit it, then work up from there sometimes. So that's exactly what we've done, and we'll keep playing now and see what goes on.
Go around this one and get that drift started. The drift is perfect, that little bit of breeze circling that way. Fish this one.
I haven't fished it yet, no.
No, wait, we can go 2 and 2 there. Yeah, we'll change it up. That sun's a bit higher now and the birds seem to have moved on, so we'll put the plastics away and we'll go fish more deeper sort of structure in like a 10-metre line. Just picking out certain trees that sort of look like they got that fork under the water, a few metres down. Yeah.
Oh, Rick, straight away. As soon as I saw your rod go up there, he was over the edge of it.
So the Hobie boys have re-rigged and they're back out into this area where they had the action, but so far it's quiet. Sometimes losing a couple of fish in an area is not a good thing.
I might get the net.
Get the net! Come on, little fella. There we go. It definitely upgrade that little one.
5 centimetres. That's the way we do it. Little spider imitation. Numbers wise, we're doing alright. We've lost a couple earlier that I wish we had. They were definitely good fish. Better than those couple of small ones we had. But we just got our little upgrade, 5 centimetre upgrade. Plenty of time today left to try and get that up a bit higher, high 40s.
See the birds over there in the distance, just off the edge of the island? Just going to go and give that a play. We don't know if they're the ones that moved from here to there, but
The birds.
we'll go and have a look, see, we'll make that decision when we get there.
I reckon try that.
So Team Hobie are really chasing the birds at the moment. That last spot went quiet. They spotted another group of cormorants off in the distance. They're not sure if they're the ones they actually spooked out of those previous trees that may have relocated, but they've come over here to try underneath this group.
There's a couple of megadeth looking things.
Yeah, it's a
over
bit
there.
deeper out there. All right, you want to go up the river? This is not working.
So this is our major target species here at Eungella Dam for AFC Series 14. It's the sooty grunter, also known as black brim in some parts of Australia. It's a tough, pugnacious freshwater native fish. This one's only about 35 or 36 centimetres long. They grow much bigger than this. In fact, Eungella Dam has produced some of the biggest ones ever caught in the world, well up into the mid 50s and even 60 centimetres at times, and they get really heavy at that length. They're a strong fish and they live close to structure. If they wrap you around those sticks, they'll easily break your leader. I'll get this one back in the water so that one of our competitors might be able to catch it.
So we started here, we've got a reasonable bag, but still smaller than what we got beaten by yesterday. So we're trying to get at least 1 or 2 more upgrades out of here. We didn't want to hit it too hard because we haven't found, effectively, we haven't really found anywhere else. We've got to try for barrow in the last hour, this day like today. I've changed from, I was using the lipless crankbait, the same as what I did this morning, but I was a bit concerned that we weren't getting the bites, that maybe the lipless crankbait was spooking them now that it's this time of day, so I'm swapping to the same as the rookie. It's very quiet and subtle lure which matches the weather conditions we're fishing in. Got one. Yes.
Well done, brother. On the TN?
TN. Yes, sir.
That'll be close.
I don't think so.
I'll sort it. You can flip that out again.
I can sort it out, yeah. Put one on yours, I reckon. That was first cast.
A TN?
Yeah.
So Team BCF had a plan in mind with things being quiet now on the sooty grunter front. At 9:30 they were going to switch over and fish for barra for at least half an hour, and then right on the stroke of 9:30 Dean changes lures, puts a TN back on and smacks a nice 42-43 centimetre sooty first cast. So it's thrown their plan out the window a bit. They're going to stay here now and see if there's a bit of a bite period happening.
I'll go into this one, then we'll work through all those like spindly, nasty things.
Minutes, guys.
Okay. Pressure's on, rookie.
Well, I don't even know how to feel about that. Do you?
I don't feel very good about it.
Caught more fish than yesterday. We didn't lose any fish.
I don't sort of mind how today went. It's more about the session tomorrow now.
Yeah.
If we don't fill that bag straight away like we did, then we're in trouble. Even on the final day, if we choose to target barramundi, you need that full window of time to catch a barra. You can't sort of fish the way we fished and expect to catch one. We had to do it because we wanted to see a bit of a sign to know whether we do it on the third mixed bag session or not.
So Mark, round 2 here at Eungella, easier or harder than round 1?
Oh, most definitely tougher. The reason it was tougher for us, we couldn't get him in the boat. We managed to basically get torn apart by a good probably 5 fish, and those 5 would have been enough to very much be confident sealing the deal.
Now, why do you think you were losing them today? Did you go lighter, or were you in different country or bigger fish?
We didn't go lighter. We went the same as what we went yesterday, but I think we were probably getting better shots in, more confidence. We did a bit of running and gunning, and we managed to find better fish. Yeah. That was the thing.
So what lures were pulling the hits?
The cranker crabs and the curltail gulps. That seemed to be the turn to. Relatively light. We were going sort of a 1/20th or 1/16th jig head.
Did you give it hang time? Or?
Yeah, pretty much. She just wanted to drop as slow as possible, keep it in their face. I think some of them sometimes will watch it go past them, and they'll follow it all the way down. The more time you can give them, the more chance there is of getting that bite.
And are they picking it up often just before it gets to the bottom?
Yeah, quite a lot. It's funny. It's either really close to the surface or really close to the bottom.
Yeah, okay. It's a bit like a brim bite, isn't it?
It is. Oh, look, the similarities between sooties and brim are horrendously large.
Yeah, it sounds like brim on a pylon. You know, they're either at the surface or they're at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly right. Yep, exactly right.
Yeah. So, any changes in plans for round 3? Will you beef up your line and leaders?
Yeah, well, we ended up going a much heavier rod. This is my all-time rack rod that I can literally lift trays up with.
Yep.
It's stiff, solid, and it's only short. It's only a 6'4" rod, 49 kilo rod. It's a broomstick.
Yeah.
So once we started to get wiped out, we went to heavy line, 10 to 12 pound, and we started to try and just have that extraction ready to go. We started out in the morning with the lighter stuff, but we still ended up upgrading that to heavier line as the day went on. But we probably ran the lighter rods for a little bit too long, to be brutally honest.
Good luck in round 3, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
So Dean, round 2 at Eungella, easier or harder than round 1?
Well, it's definitely started off a lot easier, but we had a lot of decisions to make during the course of the day because we needed to work out whether the mixed bag was going to work and what our plan would be for the final day. So we jumped around a lot, and we also wanted to look for another honey hole because we're really worried about the fish not holding up over the longevity of the event.
Well, you smacked 4 really quickly there this morning. What were you throwing?
So similar to yesterday. So I fished it a little bit different than I did the day before. The first fish I caught in the first session, I actually had a wind knot in my reel, and I was picking it out and it started swimming off, and I went, oh, this is good, and I picked it up and got it. So instead of retrieving them, I'd simply place it as close as I could to the tree or under an overhanging branch, wherever I wanted, and just feather the fall. When I got to about halfway through the column, if I didn't get hit, I'd just lift it back up and just let it feather again, then practically just wind in and do it again.
Why do you prefer the bait caster for the lipless crankbait? Is it about control?
I prefer it for control, definitely. I can put that thing exactly where I want. You can look at a little spot and it doesn't matter where anyone's standing, not like a spin where you sort of need to projectile it. You can just roll your wrist, which gets momentum on the lure, and it'll just land exactly where you want. And it doesn't crash land either. It's like bloop, in the water, and then I can control the sink rate. But the other side of it, with the lipless crankbait, with a bait caster, there's a slight bit of tension all the time. So it flies through the air with the trebles in the front. Zero chance of tangling. With a spin reel, it cutwheels through the air and you do a perfect cast, you pat yourself on the back and you go to wind, it doesn't swim. It's all tangled up. So that's the main reasons why I like the bait caster.
Well, it's working for you, mate. You're going to do the same thing in round 3?
I think so. I think we're starting the same spot. Essentially too, with the bait caster, you got a lot more power, a lot more control. I'm fishing heavier line. You got 2 sets of hooks, not 1. So if they are going to be up high in that column, they are going to be snatching stuff straight away. I want the best opportunity to convert those bites to fish.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.